Hey YouTube, what's going on? I'm here with TLloki, my man's over on Twitch. He streams, I don't know what your schedule is, but if you,
It's varied. There is
uh,
no schedule at the moment.
but I would like to start out by asking you to introduce yourself, where you're from, whatever you're comfortable with, all that cool stuff, a little background knowledge on you, maybe past job, whatever.
Okay. Well, my name is TLloki. I prefer people usually to call me Loki if given the chance to. I live on the East Coast for the time being. Might end up changing here within the next month or two. Might end up over in Texas.
Texas, that's cool. It's a big change. I live on the East Coast too. I'm in Massachusetts, so
Oh God.
it's really cold right
Okay.
now. And we
If you
just
don't mind me asking, what part of Massachusetts?
like uh I don't want to say because we're recording, but like it's like Ball Tiver. It rhymes with
Yeah,
Ball
it's
Tiver.
so obvious. We live
Okay.
like
Okay.
15
We'll
minutes
we'll
from
make it easy.
Providence and an hour from Boston.
That we're like 15 minutes from Providence, like an hour from Boston.
Okay, so you're more like
I'm like near
straddling
Tiverton, Rhode
so you're
Island.
straddling like the mid to east Massachusetts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I why are you in Mass?
I actually used to live in Mass a while back. I lived in Grafton for a while and
Oh, okay.
then up in Air for a bit.
Oh, okay. I know where all that is. So my first question is, my second question actually, who slash what inspired you to start streaming, and how long have you been streaming?
So I've been sorry, I got one of my moderators hitting me up at the moment. So my inspiration for streaming started off from essentially just watching Markiplier and Jacksepticeye. They were my main inspiration to wanting to be a content creator of some sort. Um, and I never had the ability to up until recently. Didn't have the proper setup, and wasn't in the best environment. Whatever the case may have been. Until roughly uh, not January, February of technically still this year. Um, and from February on, I've been practically streaming nonstop with a few breaks here and there due to either health issues or something going on in my life. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I've been streaming for quite a while.
So like, you face a lot of struggles. Like, what is like the biggest struggle you've had to overcome with streaming?
Depression.
Depression.
That's
Yeah.
definitely the biggest thing, and it actually led me into trying to push to be an advocate for mental health. My uh, Discord, I actually have it set up where um, I have a section uh, that has two rooms for the time being. I'm looking to expand it, but one of them is a rant room where people can get off their chest what's going on in their lives. Um,
It's cool,
without having to, worry about any reprimand or anything like that.
but that's a good thing to
Um,
have.
exactly, and I wanted someone to have that, be able to have that safe space, and it also gives them the option if they want to get some advice from someone, or just want to hear something from someone. They can by using like a certain hashtag or code at the beginning of their little rant or something. And then there's also another section that has information regarding all sorts of mental health stuff across the world, not just in the U.S. but across the world. Websites, phone numbers, all sorts of stuff. So that way, everyone has the ability to be able to reach out if they need.
That's really awesome. That's like a really cool thing you're doing, and like, I think depression has been, if not more, increased over the past year with coronavirus and everything going on. And I think life gets really hard now, and even for me, I've dealt with depression throughout my whole life, and it's an up and down battle. It's like some days you feel great, and then sometimes you're just in a slump. And I know how it is, and that's really good that you're doing that for your community and other people because some people just don't have that outlet, and just talking to someone through that Discord chat could really help them, and that's really cool. My next question is, hold on, let me pull up my reference sheet. I haven't done this in like 3 days. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
I what is holding you back from your next goal?
Um, what's holding me back from my next goal is, well, effectively, my next goal is to essentially try to eventually get myself up to partner. But I have smaller goals in place for that.
That's a good goal, though.
And oh yeah, I want to make streaming and content creating a full time. And there's a lot of stuff that I'm learning as I'm going through for this. So right now, I'm actually learning how to video edit stuff at the moment, and I'm trying to expand myself out to different platforms like TikTok, uh, trying to work on Instagram, trying to set up a Facebook page, which I have my wonderful girlfriend helping me out, um, trying to get me squared away on all that stuff. Um, but yeah, those my biggest struggles, my biggest obstacles at the moment is essentially learning all this new stuff, and also getting the proper support and stuff like that. One thing that's killing me at the moment is just as of late, at least within the last couple months, I've I felt like that I've not been getting the results compared to the amount of effort and work that I've put in. So it's been doing a harsh number on my mental health. But I always try to keep pushing forward and try to keep trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like the next day just being another day and trying something new and trying to push forward.
Yeah, and like it's hard when you're a small streamer because it is a lot of work we put into it, streaming for hours on end and trying your hardest, and it's like a lot of that stuff does go unrecognized, but you also have to understand there could be a time within the next 3 years that that content that you put out is very valuable. You know what I mean? Compared to what it is
Right.
now, and it's like YouTube is almost like an investment. Things like that are like investments into your future. TikTok is like way easier than paying for ads, and it's way more results. You know what I mean? Stuff like that I've noticed like really expands the community if you do stuff like that. And it's good that you're trying to like reach out to other platforms and like build and grow because that's like important. And a partner goal is really good because it's hard to get partner. It's like one of like the hardest tasks. It's not like easy to get there, but I don't doubt you can make it, you know. um
Yeah,
so
I'm fairly confident I'm going to be able to get it. I know it's going to be it's sort of it's not going to be a sprint. It's a marathon that I'm working.
so like what games do you mainly play?
It varies a lot. I try to change it up as much as I can, but try to come back to a lot of the ones that people have enjoyed watching me play. Sea of Thieves has been a pretty good hit. I'm going to be getting back into Minecraft here shortly. I'm actually working on a community server for my subscribers.
I
Uh,
have a server if you'd like to join. Same idea.
okay, yeah, I would love to check it out.
Yeah.
And get it at least get some of my streams involved on it as well.
Yeah, I mean it's very open. I don't. It's just called the Twitchers SMP, and I don't know if you're on Bedrock, but that's the version I'm playing on.
Oh, you're on.
Yeah,
Oh,
I play Bedrock. So you're on Java. I play Java on my
yeah.
laptop sometimes, but I play the server on my Xbox with Java. But speaking of consoles and PC setups, what's your PC setup?
Uh, so my PC setup, I can't tell you what kind of case that I have, but I know I'm running a Corsair Hero 8, Crosshair 8, Corsair Cross. I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, I know it's a Hero 8. That's for sure. Hero 8. I have 64 gigs of Corsair RAM, running at 32 megahertz, I believe, for the speed. I have a Ryzen 7 2700 CPU, which is being water cooled by a Corsair water pump. Um, I have a 2070 RTX graphics card, 8 gigs. Um, then my mouse pad, my mouse are both Corsairs. Um, Mouse, I can't tell you the exact brand. My keyboard, unfortunately, I'm using a K120 Logitech, sadly. Otherwise, I'd be using my Corsair light up keyboard, which I absolutely love.
That's cool. I have no idea what any of that means, but I'm sure that interests people. What websites would you say to look at if someone's looking into building a PC?
The
And like, where
greatest
would you
web.
go for information? Sorry.
Oh no, you're good. So when it comes to building PCs, there's one subreddit that I would strongly suggest people go to at reddit.com, which is called PC Builder. They are a invaluable source of information when it comes to wanting to build a proper and functioning PC for what you're intending your PC to be used for. They also have a site that they recommend called PC Builder, or the part picker or something like that. But it's a website specifically designed around being able to build virtually a PC and being able to see if the parts you put together are compatible and work well enough together, be functional.
Wow, that's really cool. That's actually a really cool website. I've never heard of that, but it's definitely interesting because I'm looking into building a PC anyways. So eventually, one day, I would like to build one. So I'm definitely going to look into that.
Oh yeah, I will. After the interview, I will definitely send you a link to the website. It also gives you a great price range. Once you get done, you know, putting in everything that you want to put in, it gives you a price range of essentially what's gonna cost you.
Oh, cool. Yeah, well, I'm definitely going to look into that, man. So I'm going into this next question is like a three-parter. If you want me to give you them one part at a time, I can, or if I can if you want me to give them to you all at once, I can.
Let's go one part at a time.
All right. So, what game has changed like your personal life the most, like you as a person, the most?
Um, there's one game that has really shifted my perspective on my view when it comes to people with mental health issues and specifically um, paranoid schizophrenia, especially if it's auditory. Let me find. Can't remember right off the top of my head. Um, it's a game that's based off of Nordic mythology,
Oh, that's cool. I have
but it.
a Nordic tattoo. I believe it's Nordic.
Oh,
That's Viking, right?
yeah.
I got it from the show Viking. Right here, it's called a Vigvisfer. Do you know what that is?
Yes, yes.
Yes, it's like one of the tattoos on it. One of like the symbols. It's like uh, when the warrior is lost, he must always find his way. He'll always find his way. It's like what it means.
Here we go. Okay, this is the name of the game. It's called Hellblade: Senya's Sacrifice.
Oh, cool. What is that on Steam?
Yeah, you can get it on Steam. It is a very touchy. Like if you already have some sort of mental issues, it's a game that's strongly they strongly suggest you do not try out because they really had done the research and had really gone into the things that are involved when it comes to um, mental health, depression, dealing with auditory hallucinations and stuff like that, and it really fucks with your head, especially if you have headphones that have surround sound, because you
Oh
hear
yeah,
the
these
voices
are
come
nice
from all
headphones.
directions.
That's crazy. Um, I My next part of the question is, what game has caused you the most success?
Most uh, Detroit Become Human.
Detroit. What is it?
Detroit Become Human.
What is that about?
So the story of the game premises around the revolution of androids' rights. Um, Similar in concept to all the other rights movements of people trying to gain equal rights versus women's suffrage and um, the civil rights for African Americans. But this is focused on androids essentially becoming classified as citizens and being able to have their own freedom once they started gaining sentience, start feeling emotions, and stuff like that. And it's a really good game. I wouldn't even necessarily call it a game. It's more of an interactive movie. Very similar to games like Heavy Rain, Two Souls, and an old classic is Indigo from
Okay.
back in the day.
All right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then my next question is to ask you, what is your favorite game to play casually?
Casually, definitely Minecraft.
I'm a huge
That I will
Minecraft fan.
play. Yeah, I love playing modern Minecraft.
I actually
My
have played a couple mods. What kind of mods do you play?
So the modded Minecraft or the mod packs that I use, two of them primarily, is Stoneblock, which is similar to Skyblock, but instead of being completely surrounded by nothing but empty air, you're inside a little
I know which one.
air
I
bubble.
know which mod that
Yeah,
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. And then Sevtech Ages is another fun one.
Like Ethos Lab does a series on that. No. Do you watch any of the old Mindcrackers or anything like that?
Not the Minecrackers, but I try to keep up to date with the current Hermitcraft series.
Hermitcraft series. Okay. Did you ever watch like The Cube or anything like that? Like those
No,
old
I never did.
SMVs. Oh, I loved all of those when I was younger. I'd watch them all the time. And then my next question is, where do you see yourself in a year?
Um, well, in a year, I hope to see myself definitely having a larger community, one that I can be even more proud of than I already am. That pushes out the message that I try to push across. Try to do right by one another. Always pay it forward. Never expect anything in return. Uplifting and supporting each other, and stuff like that. That I'm always as I trying to push in my not only streams, but when I put out a tweet whenever I'm live, I always try to use an inspirational message. So that way it's something different and it catches someone's eye.
That's a good way to do it, and I think this interview particularly focused on mental health, and that was one of my main bases when I started doing this. Is I struggled quite a bit because Facebook was a lot different than Twitch. I really enjoy the Twitch community because it's very relaxed. Like Facebook, I felt so much pressure to be putting out my best content, playing the hardest I could, playing the most popular game, and like not dying, like doing the best I could. Because if I died on Facebook, it's like everyone leaves the chat, and it's like I have no one to play to anymore and stuff like that. And it's not like that stuff matters, but it's like on Twitch, these people are so like just like they just want to be there for you, and I've never really experienced that. That's what I wanted when I joined Facebook live gaming, but I didn't expect it to be as fast paced and I don't know, high pressure as it was. And then I switched over to Twitch, and I've had such a great time like meeting so many people like you and Virus. There's so many people like Ginger J91. I've been watching him for a while now. He's actually pretty local. He lives right up like in the next state over from me, and I watch him all the time. And I'm gonna hop in on your streams and stuff. I try and make a community of people just by talking to them. Like I try and be as involved as I can in like people's chats and stuff like that. And I think it's good that you focus on mental health, though. Seriously, I mean, mental health is like such a hard thing with streaming because there's so much anxiety involved with it, and then your outside life is sort of put on pause, and it's like your escape, but then sometimes it turns into a job, and it's very hard, you know.
Oh, it certainly is. Whenever I'm not streaming, I'm always trying to come up with new things to add to my stream. I'm always looking for the next big thing that's going to catch people's attention. As is right now, I have it set up where people redeem certain channel points. I'll have certain things pop up. For instance, if someone redeems a dab, I will have a minion fly across my screen dabbing, and then I make it a habit to dab with it. Or they can crash my stream where a bunch of error windows pop up and then you get the blue screen. I've tricked a few people with that. And it was absolutely hilarious. They thought that my computer actually crashed.
Oh, it doesn't actually. I thought you actually made it. I was like,
No.
that's crazy.
I
Um,
do have one channel point redemption where it ends the stream. Where essentially people can end my stream. It's like 500,000 points or half a mil. If
wow.
anyone ever does redeem that, I have to set it up where it just automatically just shuts off my stream. I gotta get that set up.
Someone's gonna
But
redeem that someday. So my next question and the final question of the interview is: leave yourself a note to look back on in a year.
um,
I'm not here, so don't worry. Like you can say whatever you want. This is for you, but it's also for the internet.
well, the thing that I would probably want to tell myself now for a year in advance is that I'm proud of who you are, who you've become, and I'm glad that you're still pushing through. Always, always remember that there are people that care. There are people that want to see you succeed, and there are people that want to support you. And never, ever, ever let the negativity affect you like it has in the past. Always push forward. Always do right, and always pay it forward.
That's awesome, man. And I think you're doing great, and thank you so much for coming on and talking with me for a little bit and stay in the call. But I'm gonna end the interview right now. Anyways, YouTube, I really hope you enjoyed. If you like what you're seeing, make sure you comment, subscribe, like. If you're here now, what words should we say they should comment?
Uh, they should comment. Oh, you know what? For the army, do
For,
that for the army.
for the army. And
That's my community is they're my own personal army. They're all my minions. So for the army.
and if you guys need any gaming gear, make sure you check out Forever Grips Gaming and use code KashiYoungin at checkout for a 15% discount. Super good, affordable gear if you want to check it out. Anyways, guys, have a good day. Like, subscribe, follow. Peace. Oh, shit, I just stopped my stream.